Hey everybody, Jason Creel and this is the Lawn Care Life. I want to talk to you today about a tool and show you what I'm doing on my yard. It's a Saturday, I'm out working in the yard, and this is called the ProPlugger. I got this idea from some of the comments left on my YouTube channel, and I am plugging Bermuda sod on my yard. And I had some of it brought in from a sod farm. What we did, we had the sod farm had some equipment that cut the sod into plugs and then spread that out on the yard and have been watering it, you know, getting it to go. And I'll show you the progress on that. But I want to show you the ProPlugger and then how we're going to use it. So, like I said, I bought this on Amazon. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. It's like $40, I think. And I had not heard of it until some of the comments that were left. But basically what it is a metal pipe that's a little bit more narrow on the end, and it gets wider as it goes up. It's really simple design, but to me a well-made design, and I've been using it and it works great. All right, so here's how it works. It comes with two different rings you can put on there. I think this is the 4-inch one and this is the 2-inch one, depending on how deep of a plug you're wanting to pull. Or you can go with no ring and pull a really deep plug. I don't know necessarily the application for that, but anyway, I've got the deeper one on there. Like I said, I believe it's the 4-inch one, and leave the 2-inch one alone. But basically all it is, you just hold the handle. Let me demonstrate how it works. When you step on it, it's gonna load the plugs up into the chute, and then when you're ready to get them out, you know, they dump out like that. But let me show you how to use it, and then we'll go plant some and then show you the yard and show you how the plug-in is working on the yard. All right, so I've been trying to get some better quality Bermuda grass on my yard. I've got some really coarse common Bermuda. You can see here, this is a common Bermuda. It's more of a wide leaf blade. But then as I came over here, I saw it actually had some Bermuda that was a much finer leaf blade. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna steal some of this. Probably what happened was somebody put out some sod at some point on this yard, and now it's spread in this little area. Like then most of it's a common Bermuda, which is fine, but I would much prefer to have this. So I thought, you know what, I'm plugging the Tifton 419 Bermuda in my yard, but I'm also gonna steal some of this, which may be the same type, I'm not exactly sure, and put it in some areas of the yard and get it to start spreading as well. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so if you get soil that's too wet, it'll clog up the end of the thing. And if you get soil that's too compacted and too hard, you won't be able to step on it. So you have to find kind of, you know, medium moisture in the soil for it to work properly. But all you do is you just put the thing down and you just give it a good step, and boom, you pull the plug. Okay, and you can do multiple plugs at one time. So I'm gonna do Alright, so the plugs are loaded up in here. I'll show you how to get them out and then we'll go plant them. So let's move over here. Okay, so if you've been following me on here, you know I've been working on my yard. I've got 3 acres and we've had it cleared and put the plugs out about 8 days ago. Just so happened to be the hottest, driest week of the year. And so we are watering it and have, you know, a good bit of it that's still green. Some of it is dried out because it's just hard to keep 3 acres watered. We've been around 100 degrees this week. So anyway, some of the areas that are doing well, I think we're gonna get a lot of spreading. In some of the other areas I'll start plugging, and next year as it continues to spread, I can steal plugs from one area that's doing well and put in an area that's not doing as well until I can get it hopefully all the way filled in next year. So I've got my plugs loaded up in here. All you got to do is turn upside down and you see what comes out. Now this is just one of the, I think I did 5, but that's how it turns out. Nice little Bermuda grass plug. Now you can also use the ProPlugger to dig your new hole to put the plug in, or you can just dig it out by hand, however you want to do it. But obviously you're gonna need to keep it watered, you know, pretty quickly after you get it. Plug is a transplant shock on any plant. It's gonna take a little while to get adjusted. So I've got the sprinkler running. I'm gonna put it in the area that's being watered at the moment and show you how we do it. So you can see here we got the 5 plugs. And again, at this point, you can either take the ProPlugger and dig you out a spot like that and put it in there, which should be fine. Or, you know, you can just dig it with your hand if you don't mind getting dirty. Again, you want to water it as soon as possible. But that's closer, and I'm gonna spread them out. I'm gonna spread them out further and hopefully watch them run. Get me a nice spot right here in a mud puddle.
Daddy's dirty. Daddy's dirty. Yeah.
I've got those plugs in the ground, getting them watered, and as Bermuda grass does, it'll run and spread pretty quickly and be able to cover a lot of ground out. I can continue stealing plugs from over there. I want to show you what we have already done with the plugs we bought from the sod farm and show you how it's beginning to spread after about 8 days. Now the plugs we got from the sod farm, they came already cut up, and we had them in the back of the truck and just went around throwing them out, and they were not as pretty as the ones from the ProPlugger. But you see, again, we just had extremely hot, dry weather. So while I thought it was going to be a good time, and it's working fine, it's just been tough to keep it all watered. But what we've been able to get water, you can see, is starting to turn green. It just again, it just took a while with the heat and not having it covered as well as I should. But now it's starting to come around, starting to turn green. And I put some lime out on it, and I also put some fertilizer out on it, so you can see where it's getting settled in, and that'll start really spreading. Hopefully, again, I'm doing this video mid-August. I think I'm here in Alabama. I think I've still got a little bit of time to get some of it to spread. Now you look out here and there's a good bit of brown. Some of it that's brown I think is still alive. It just needs a good rain to, you know, because you can see even this, a lot of brown in there, but there's a little bit of green, so that's actually alive. And if you dig down here, you can see where it's starting to put out green as well. Again, if I'd had a big irrigation system or something like that, would have done better, or did a better job getting it covered quickly. Some of it kind of sat on top of the ground and baked. But all this is going to start running and spreading, and I'm going to push it with the fertilizer. All these green little sections are, you know, making me happy. So some of it I just kicked dirt on top of it and sort of buried it, and just thought, you know what, fight for your life. I've been impressed. Now, I knew Bermuda was extremely drought tolerant, but it really is crazy just how 100 degrees sitting out here, some of it's been able to survive with, to be honest with you, not adequate water. So hopefully we'll get some heavy rain. And you know, I can see a little bit of green out here. There are, you know, a lot of brown. I think a big heavy rain would really kick this in, especially with the fertilizer out here. And you know, I'm checking. I mean, of course, I'm checking in every day out here, watering it like crazy. But hopefully, in a month or so, is going to see a much different yard. Not going to get complete coverage this year, but hopefully can get significant coverage, and then next year finish it off as the Bermuda starts growing again when the weather warms up. Thanks for watching the video. I'm Jason Creel. Go check out the other videos on Lawn Care Life and click the channel name below. Subscribe if you hadn't done so. If you are in the lawn business, it's going to be going to GIE. There's a link for that. You can get half off your ticket. I think the early bird registration ends September 5th. So use that link below and you can get half off your ticket. There's a link to the ProPlugger. And of course, love to hear from you in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Talk to you later. Bye.